Hey guys, alright, it's me, Hugo Designer, and for those of you wondering what happened yesterday, why didn't I make another video? Why is the game basically on the same state it was before? Why has nothing changed? Well, to answer those questions, I got sick. And well, I already had a sore throat, but it got much worse, and I got a headache and I couldn't leave my bed yesterday, so I basically wasted an entire day not working on the game. I couldn't work on it at all. And I wanted to, I really wanted to. But, well, I wasted an entire day. So now I have to rush things up to make up time for the release. And today I had a job application test, so even more delay. And tomorrow I'll get to work, and that means even less time. But I think I should also, try to make, as like my boyfriend said, make as many things as I can in the little time that I have. So this video will be less talking and more working for a change. So yeah, right now I'll try to work on the physics of the game and get the grid thing working, like with gravity and such. Basically, the grid will define the area of the world. So basically, the characters, the character cannot leave this grid, which is already a thing, but I'll have to implement a physics system, and well, we'll also have to add walls and stuff like that. And I'll have to get a system, an algorithm to get the grid to change size in a dynamic way. So basically like a camera system of sorts. Not exactly that, but oh well. But for now, I'll work on the physics of the game. So I'll see you guys in a little bit when I have something done. Okay guys, I've got a small update. I have no idea what I'm doing. Like, I got this working, the physics working, kind of, but it's very weird. Like, I'm gonna admit to you guys, I cheated, like, air quotes cheated, because I used my very own tutorials. Yes, I did have to follow my own tutorials, and well, I did have to change something in the code that I have no idea why it happened, but oh well, it's kind of working. I got the jumping working. So far, you can jump as many times as you want, but I will change that real quick. It's easy to do that. I just have to add a variable to consider when the player has touched the ground. In fact, I'm gonna do it right now and in front of you guys, even though I did say no programming, but just so you guys see. On ground equals false, and I did create a, there it is, collision equals function, the arguments it takes are the object type, the table of the object, yeah, I'm gonna put I, B, and side. If side equals down, so I collide with the floor, and for now I'm gonna just let Titus collision, and, oh shit, and on ground equals true. And when the player jumps, then on ground equals false. And the player has to be, okay, now with objects, player like with tiles, it's not with a tile. Oh, I see. So what's happening, I think, is that it's not detecting that I'm on the floor because I'm not touching any object like these tiles right here. I'm touching the bottom of the level itself. So I have to add some code for that. And that should be around here, the grid boundaries. And so, okay, I'm gonna get back to you guys in a bit. Okay guys, so I've got some progress. I got the physics working, well, mostly. Yeah, and I can't double jump anymore. So that was somewhat easy to fix, I'd say. But yeah, um, we have jumping. So what should the next step be? I think we need to create I have no idea actually. Um, Maybe I should start working on the background, like not the background itself, but the function that will draw the background. So you know how the layout of the room will change every time, right? And for example, a platform might be created around here, for example. So my idea is to make the background only follow the inside of the thing, and you know, since this part will be mostly solid, then it won't draw. So basically what I have to create is a sort of stencil. For those of you who don't know a stencil, oh, actually, can I show it? I think I can show a stencil. Basically it's a trick. So instead of drawing on the parts of the game that aren't tiled, you know, drawing the background in each tile that is empty and not drawing it, I'll draw the background on the whole thing and erase the parts of the background that have tiles. So it's kind of reversed. Instead of drawing on the parts that the background should show, I'll draw it in everything and delete the parts that have tiles. And why will I do that? Well, because the game will change the room shape dynamically. So basically I can have this part create a boundary, or rather a wall or platform. But I don't want the background to draw here, and I don't want to draw tiles to represent that this part is solid. So basically I just want an outline around the level, right? So I have to make the background match that. And to do that, and to have the animation be dynamic, I have to basically create, let me show here. Let's see if there is an image. If not, I'll draw something real quick. Stencil. There we go, stencil. There is no visual representation. Alright, I'll draw something real quick, then I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I set up a small example of what I wanted to do. This layer right here is the background of the level itself, and this layer right here is what defines the boundaries of the background. So basically the background will only draw where the where the black is. So I can make it white actually, and put it on multiply. No, I cannot. Never mind that. Ignore me. Okay. So basically this. And what that means is the background will draw as this single thing, you know, just draw around the whole thing, right? And I can change the shape of the background by removing parts of the stencil itself. So as you can see, I can delete parts of the stencil like so, and it doesn't have to be perfect, this is just an example. And okay, so something like this, and I can even make this and this. So basically the background only fits where the player can go. But instead of drawing tile by tile on the background, I just draw the background as this whole thing and apply the stencil. So if I remove the stencil like this, then you can see the background is still the same, unchanged. But if I apply the stencil, then the background will be removed on parts where there is collision. And why is that any better than drawing it tile by tile? Well, I can make the animation of the room changing shape by adding, like, for example, right here, I can do something like this, and if I drop this here, as you can see, I can have a rounded surface. So basically I can make it inflate like a circle. And if I were to draw the background as tile by tile, I wouldn't be able to have this without applying a stencil, without either applying a stencil for each tile that I animate or drawing a tile that is rounded for some reason. So basically I can change the shape of the stencil alone, and the stencil doesn't have a texture. So I can just draw, technically I can just have the stencil as this big blob of, well, let's remove this. No, what are you doing? No, release, there you go. Okay, so basically I can have the stencil like a collection of shapes basically. So I can have this, draw a circle here, and maybe a rectangle here and a rectangle here. So basically there are no rules to the, oh shit, my cat just jumped here. Sorry. So I can just draw a bunch of rectangles and shapes and stuff like that, and there are no rules. I don't have to follow any boundaries or anything. I can draw as many shapes as I want, and basically it will follow the shapes, and that includes of course the circle right here. So that's why I'm going to apply a stencil, and I'll try to do that right now, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I've got a basic background drawing, and I made a background that loops around, of course, and I made it so that I can change the side of the, or rather the size of the background, so I can make it fit every tile like so. Did it make a difference? I'm not sure actually. I'm not sure. Not sure. Okay, let me try reloading it. Yeah, now it made a difference. Oh, okay, I see what's going on. I guess I'll have to do this. Let's see if that makes a difference. And I'm not sure if this is going to work. Okay, let's see. Now if I change it to 3, for example, can I? Oh, it works actually. Great. So yeah, as you can see, I can change the background dynamically without losing the main thing, which is not drawing where there are tiles. And the reason for that is because I'm going to have a different background in the background of the background, if that makes any sense. Actually, I think I can do that already. So yeah, I'm gonna do that real quick. Alright guys, so as you can see, I got the background of the background running, and I have yet to add floor friction, but those are things we can see later. But at least no double jumping, at least that. So basically what I meant was that I can change the individual backgrounds without messing up with each other. And the next thing to do, which is going to be a little bit more complicated, or maybe not, or maybe yes, I have I have no idea how I'm going to animate the changing of the the actually mm, well, I'm still not sure, but I'm having ideas cooking up. Instead of adding each tile and changing it, let me first do something real quick. We don't need all this to test. I can keep the top one for testing purposes, but I'm going to, there we go, and that. Oh, I changed the background color for some reason. But oh well. What? Oh, Houston, we have a problem. I'm colliding with this tile right here. Okay, I'm going to have. It doesn't happen. What? It doesn't. Oh, right. There aren't tiles there. I'm gonna fix that later. Does it? It doesn't happen. Okay. I got it. So yeah, this is basically working, right? So if I want to change something, like let's say let's actually set up all these down here to 0 from 0 and 0 and 0 0 0 0 right. So they're all empty, right? Okay, that's simple enough. But I want to have an animation like this, and this tile shows up, and then maybe this tile shows up, and maybe this tile shows up. You can see where I'm going with this, right? So basically the shape of the room will change. But I don't want to give the player an idea that tiles are being added. I want it to feel like the room itself, like the shape of the entire room is changing. So that's why I'm doing this way, with two separate backgrounds. And then I'll add outline, which I'm going to do real soon. And one last time. There we go. So basically this. And now the next step is to add this outline. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I've got a basic outline going on, and as you can see it's dynamic, so I can come here on the code and change the line thickness. Where's thickness? Thickness. Can change it to like 0.05, and there we go, a much thinner line, but oh right, the collision, but it follows the outline of the map as well as holes on the inside. So for example, I can add I can change the size of let me first do it. There we go, and as you can see it follows it perfectly, or well, as perfectly as it can get. And actually, now that I think of it, I think I can add, I'm not sure if it's the best idea, but let me try here. I think I can add a projected shadow, but I'm not sure if it's going to look good. Oh, there we go. As you can see, it dropped shadow, but I'm not sure if that looks good. Yeah, that's actually a little bit more confusing. So never mind that. I could, if I wanted, draw shadows on the inside, but I'm not sure if that's going to look good either. I could add a gradient to the edges. So yeah, I don't think I'll be able to draw the inflating parts, like with roundedness and stuff like that. Not for now, at least. Given the time I have to work on this game, I think I will have to simplify, so I'm just going to use rectangles. I can create a dynamic tile that changes size over time, and that's pretty simple, and I can draw the tiles instead of the matrix. Where am I drawing this thing? I'm gonna have to organize my code, so just a second. Alright, so what I did basically was converting the tiles, the way I draw the tiles. I'm gonna leave this drop shadow for now. So instead of looking at the matrix, this matrix, I'm looking at the tiles object, which for now is exactly the same thing, as you can see, of course. But what that means is that I can have dynamic tiles, and I'm going to write a quick example right quick. So basically what I'm gonna do is have this tile come from the back here. So I'm gonna write that real quick and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I got a basic idea of how it works. As you can see, the background changes dynamically. I can change the delay of this. Let me check real quick. The timer, here it is. I can make it last 5 seconds, and I can even write it to the surface. As you can see, it's a little bit slow, but I can probably optimize it. One thing I will have to check out later, I will probably have to draw a second canvas, is that the outline only works when it's black. Because if I set it to any other color, where it is, here it is, like red, for example, it'll draw according to the canvas itself. You can't really notice. Actually, you can. Oh shoot! That's something we'll have to check out later. But that's nice to know. But as you can see, you have gradients. Actually, let me get this two right here. As you can see, you can look at the RGB. It changes the tone of the colors because it's matching this right here, the actual background. As you can see, it's very subtle, but if I make a thicker line, actually I can do that. If I make the line thicker, I'm adding so many variables, I'm making myself such a big trouble. T equals 0.15. I could just do that, but I'm lazy. As you can see, you can actually notice, like even here you can notice the trick that I used of drawing the same canvas several times. So it's basically that. Don't know if you guys can see it. On the zoomed out version is a little bit better to see. Here you can see how that's right. You can see how the R value changes drastically. And if you notice here, like 169, it should match this one. Yeah. And this one right here, same thing, because it's the same background. And if I were to set up a different color, like white, and reload, as you can see, it's very fucked up. So yeah, I'm gonna have to draw a second canvas, and I'll have to optimize it in some way. But I can write it, that's cool. But I gotta check out why I can go through this wall. That's very weird. Oh, I think I know what to do. Because when I'm moving, I'm updating the speed of the... No, I'm not sure. Actually, Actually, yeah, because I'm updating the speed of the object. And when I update the speed, I'm also updating the collision detection. But when I'm stopped, nothing is changing on the horizontal axis. But on the vertical one, because of gravity, oh, things are getting laggier. Maybe, let me try reloading it. No, still laggy. But hey, it's something. Look, it's changing dynamically, which is exactly what I wanted. And now we have an obstacle. Let me just get this back to black, back to black. Back to black, and a thinner line. And there we go. So yeah, for now this is it, guys. This video is getting a lot longer than I expected. So I'll continue working on this, and this time I'm going to give you guys bigger updates instead of rather small ones like this one. And less programming, even less, because I just wanted to show you guys how, a little bit of how the background work actually happens. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and sorry for not uploading any videos yesterday. Well, I'm not sorry because I was sick, okay? I had no choice. I wouldn't work like with my throat trying to kill me and my head trying to explode. I wouldn't work at all. But yeah, now that I'm a lot better, like yesterday I was like, oh, just kill me already. And now I'm like, I can't even feel my head and I can't even feel my throat. The only thing that I have is runny nose, but I didn't even have it yesterday, so it's no big deal. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope I have enough time to keep working on this, and I'll try to cram in as many things as I can and give you guys faster updates so I can continue working on this game. And I see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!